Hello students, in the last session we have learned about the money market. In that session we have discussed about what is meant by money market, then what are the definition and meaning of money market, then what are the objectives of the money market also discussed, then what are the characteristics of the money market also seen, then finally we seen about what are the differences are available between the capital market and money market also we discussed in the last session. Today we will discuss the remaining topics in the money market. Now we see about participants in money market. There are many participants operating in the money market. We also discussed in the previous session there is a large amount of participants are available in the money market. So the participants in the money market is very large. There are many participants operating in the money market. The participants deal with the money market instruments like treasury bills, commercial papers, etc. Then government of different countries, then central banks of different countries, private and public banks, mutual funds institutions, insurance companies, non-banking financial institutions, RBI and SBI, commercial banks, state governments, public. These are the participants of the money market. Now we discuss about the instruments of the money market. There are many kinds of instruments available in money market. In India, till 1986, only a few instruments were available. So the instrument of the money market is also many types. There are many kinds of instruments are available in the money market, but in India till 1986 only few instruments are available for the money market. They were as follows. First one, treasury bills in the treasury market. Then money at call and short notice in the call loan market. Commercial bills and promissory notes in the bill market. Now, in addition to the above, the following new instruments come into existence. Commercial papers, certificate of deposits, interbank participation certificates, repo instruments. These instruments are briefly highlighted in this chapter. First we see about treasury bill market. A market for the purchase and sale of treasury bills is known as treasury bills market. Now we see the meaning of treasury bills. Treasury bills are very popular and enjoy a high degree of liquidity since they are issued by the government. So the treasury bills are very popular and enjoy higher degree of liquidity. It is important, higher degree of liquidity since they are issued by the government. A treasury bill is nothing but a promissory note issued for a specified period stated therein. So the treasury bill is nothing but it is a promissory note issued for a specific period stated therein. The period should be mentioned 6 months, 3 months, 9 months, etc. The government promises to pay the specified amount mentioned therein to the bearer of the instrument on the due date. Then we see the general features of the treasury bills. Treasury bills incorporate the following general features. First, issuer, finance bills, liquidity, vital source, monetary management. These are the general feature of a treasury bill. It means issuer. The treasury bills act as a issuer and it is a bill like a finance bills. Then the liquidity, the treasury bill means it is high degree of liquidity. So general feature of the treasury bill is liquidity. Then It is a very important. It means vital source. Vital means important. It is a vital source for the market. Then monetary management. Also, it is a good monetary management. Then types of treasury bills. Then we discussed about treasury bills are issued to the public and other financial institutions for meeting the short-term financial requirements of the central government. These bills are freely marketable and they can be bought and sold at any time, and these bills are tradable in secondary market as well. Treasury bills are issued to the public and other financial institutions for the meeting the short-term financial requirements of the central government. So the treasury bills are issued by the central government for the public and other financial institutions. The treasury bills issued for the public and other financial institutions for the short-term financial requirement of the central government. So the central government issued to the public and other financial institutions for their requirements. These bills are freely marketable and they can be bought and sold at any time, and these bills are tradable in secondary market. On the basis of periodicity, treasury bills may be classified into three. On the basis of periodicity, the treasury bills classified into three types. First one, 91 days treasury bills, then 182 days treasury bills, and 364 days treasury bills. These are the types of treasury bills on the basis of periodicity. 91 days treasury bills are issued at a fixed discount rate of 4% as well as through actions. The RBI holds 91 days and 182 treasury bills, and they are issued on basis throughout the week. Then RBI hold the 91 days and 182 days treasury bills. They are issued on tap basis throughout the week. 364 days treasury bills do not carry any fixed rate. The discount rate on these bills are quoted in action by the participants and accepted by the authorities. Such a rate is called cut-off rate. Next one is certificate of deposits, simply called CDs, certificate of deposits. Certificate of deposits are short-term deposit instruments issued by banks and financial institutions to raise large sum of money. So the certificate of deposits also for short-term deposit instruments issued by banks and financial institutions to raise large sums of money, Certificate of deposits are issued in the form of usance promissory notes. They are easily convertible in nature and are in marketable form having particular face value and a maturity. The certificate of deposit is transferable from one party to another. Due to their negotiable feature, they are also known as negotiable certificate of deposit. In the future itself, certificate of deposit also it's a negotiable one. So it is also called as negotiable certificate of deposit. Then issuers. The issuers of certificate of deposits are commercial banks, financial institutions, etc. Then subscribers. Certificate of deposits are available for subscription by individuals, corporations, trusts, associations, and NRIs. NRI means non-residents of Indians. It is a document of title to a time deposit. It is a bearer certificate and is negotiable in the market. Then features of certificate of deposit. The meaning of certificate of deposits. Now we seen about features of the certificate of deposit. First one is document of title to time deposit. Then it is unsecured negotiable instruments. Then it is freely transferable by endorsement and delivery. The certificate of deposit is freely transferable and the endorsement and delivery also very freely transferable. Then it is issued at discount to face value. It is repayable on a fixed date without grace days. Then the certificate of deposit is repayable. It is a repayable one on a fixed date without grace days. There is no grace days for the certificate of deposits. Now we discussed about commercial bills. A bill of exchange issued by a commercial organization to raise money for short-term needs. These bills are of 30 days, 60 days and 90 days maturity. The commercial bill is an instrument drawn by a seller of goods on a buyer of goods. So, simply says what is meant by commercial bill means the commercial bill is an instrument drawn by a seller of goods on a buyer of goods. The seller of goods drawn on a buyer of goods. It possesses the advantages like self-liquidating in nature, recourse to two parties, knowing exact date of transactions, transparency of transactions, etc. Then futures. Then we see about the futures of the commercial bills. Drawer, then acceptor, payee, discounter, endorser, assessment, maturity, credit rating. Drawer means the commercial bill is drawn by the seller to the buyer of the goods. So it is act as a drawer. Then acceptor. The commercial bills act as an acceptor one. Then also payee also. Then discounter. It gives some discount sometimes. So it's act as a discounter. Also if you have the future of discounter. Then endorser also. Then assessment also. Then maturity. Commercial bills mean the main feature is maturity. Then credit rating also important feature of the commercial bills. Then types. Now we see about the types of commercial bills. First, demand bills. A demand bill is one wherein no specific time of payment is mentioned. So the demand bills are payable immediately when they are presented to the drawee. Then clean bills and documentary bills. Bills that are accompanied by documents of title to goods are called documentary bills. Documentary bills means accompanied by documents of title. Documents of title to goods means it is called documentary bills. Clean bills are drawn without accompanying any document. It is called clean bill. Example, railway receipt and lorry receipt. Then inland bills and foreign bills. Bills that are drawn and payable in India on a person who is resident in India are called inland bills. Bills that are drawn outside India are payable either in India or outside India are called foreign bills. Then indigenous bills. The drawing and acceptance of indigenous bills are governed by native custom or usage of trade. So indigenous means native place. So indigenous bills means the drawing and acceptance of indigenous bills are governed by native custom or usage of trade. Then accommodation bills. Accommodation bills are those which do not arise out of genuine trade of transactions is called accommodation bills. Then we seen about government or gilt-edged securities market. A market whereby the government or gilt-edged securities can be bought and sold is called government securities market. Then we see the meaning of government or gilt-edged securities. Government securities are issued for the purposes of refunding the maturing securities, for advance refunding securities which have not yet matured, and for cash financing, that is raising fresh cash resources. Then see about the characteristics of government securities market. Government securities plays a significant role in the Indian money market. The characteristics of government securities are discussed below. First, agencies. Government securities are issued by agencies such as central government, state governments, semi-government authorities like local government authorities. Example, municipalities, autonomous institutions as metropolitan authorities, port trust, etc. Then RBI special role. The next characteristic is RBI special role. RBI takes a special and active role in the purchase and sale of these securities as part of its monetary management exercise. Then, nature of securities. Securities offer a safe avenue of investment through guaranteed payment of interest and repayment of principal by the government. Then, liquidity profile. The liquidity profile of gilt-edged securities varies. Accordingly, liquidity profile of securities issued by central government is high. Then, tax rebate. A striking feature of these securities is that they offer wide range of tax incentives to investors. This has made these securities very popular for this benefit. Next one is market. As each sale and purchase has to be negotiated separately, the gilt-edged market is an over-the-counter market. The government securities market in India has two segments, namely primary market and secondary market. Then forms. The securities of central and state government take such forms as inscribed stock or stock certificate, promissory note and bearer bond. Then participants. The participants in government securities market include the government sector comprising central and state governments whose holdings represent governmental transfer of resources. Then trading. Although the secondary market for government securities is narrow, small and less active, banks and corporate holders who purchase and sell government securities on the stock exchange participate in trading. Then issue mechanism. The Public Debt Office PDO of the RBI undertakes the issue government securities. Then issue opening. A notification for the issue of the securities is made a few days before the public subscription is open. Then grooming gradual. Acquisition of securities nearing maturity through the stock exchanges by the RBI in order to facilitate redemption is described as grooming. Next one is grooming gradual. Acquisition of securities nearing maturity through the stock exchanges by the RBI in order to facilitate redemption. Redemption means it reduces some of the amounts. Facilitate redemption is described as grooming. Then switching. The purchase of one security against the sale of another security carried out by the RBI in the secondary market as part of its open market operations is described as switching. Then last one is auctioning. A method of trading whereby merchants bid against one another and where the securities are sold to the highest bidder is known as auctioning. The last one is auctioning. A method of auctioning is the method of trading whereby merchants bid against one another and where the securities are sold to the highest bidder in the auction. It is known as auctioning. Finally, we see about the information. Do you know information in the textbook? London money market is the oldest, most developed and leading money market in the world. When the question is, which is the oldest money market, means the answer is London money market is the oldest, most developed and leading money market in the world. Then New York money market is ranked as the second well-developed money market in the world, next only to the London money market. So in this session, we discussed about the money market. In this session, we discussed about what are the participants of the money market. The participants are government, different countries, or central banks of different countries, private and public banks, mutual funds institutions, insurance companies, non-banking financial institutions, RBI, SBI, commercial banks, state governments, public also discussed. Then we discussed about the money market instruments. There are many instruments for the money market till 1986. In India, till 1986, only a few instruments are available only for the money market. There are treasury bills, the treasury market, money at call, short notice in the call loan market, commercial bills and promissory notes in the bill market. Then addition to this, also some new instruments also existence. They are commercial papers, certificate of deposits, interbank participation certificates, repo instruments. These are the instruments are briefly we discussed in this chapter. Then we discussed about treasury bills and what is the meaning of treasury bill market. It is a market for purchase and sale of treasury bills. It's known as treasury bill market. Then meaning of treasury bills. Treasury bills is a very popular one and higher degree of liquidity issued by the government. Then treasury bill is nothing but is a promissory note issued for a specific period stated therein. Then discussed about the futures of the treasury bills, act as a issuer, finance bills, liquidity, vital role, monetary management. Then discussed about types of treasury bills and the periodicity. There are the treasury bills classified into 3 types. One is 91 days treasury bills, 182 treasury bills, and 364 days treasury bills. In 91-day treasury bills, they give a fixed discount rate to 4% as well as through actions. Then RBI holds 91 days, 182 day treasury bills and they are issued on tap basis throughout the week. 364 treasury bills do not carry any fixed rate also we discussed. Then also seen about cut-off rate. Then we seen about certificate of deposits, CDs. It is a short-term deposit instrument issued by banks and financial institutions to raise large sums of money. Then we seen about certificate of deposit is transferable from one party to another one. Due to the negotiable feature, the certificate of deposit is also known as negotiable certificate of deposit. Then issuers, subscribers. Then we seen about features of the certificate of deposit, document of title to time deposit. It is unsecured negotiable instruments. It is freely transferable by endorsement delivery. It is issued a discount to face value. It is repayable on a fixed date without grace days. Then we discussed about commercial bills. It is a bill issued by commercial organization to raise money for short-term needs. These bills are maximum 30 days, 60 days, and 90 days maturity. Then commercial bill is an instrument drawn by a seller of goods on a buyer of goods also discussed. It is the simple meaning of commercial bill. Then futures and we see about futures of commercial bills. It acts as a drawer, acceptor, payee, discounter, endorser, assessment, maturity, credit rating. Then we seen about types of commercial bills, demand bills, screen bills and documentary bills, inland bills and foreign bills, then indigenous bills, then accommodation bills also discussed in this session. Then finally we seen about government or gilt-edged securities market. Government securities market or gilt-edged securities market also discussed. A market whereby the government or gilt-edged securities can be bought and sold is called a government securities market. It means gilt-edged securities means it's issued for the purposes of refunding the maturing securities, for advance refunding securities which have not yet matured, and for cash financing, that is raising fresh cash resources. Then we see about characteristics of the government securities market. They are agencies, RBI special role, nature of securities, liquidity profile, tax rebate, market, forms and participants, how the trading is going, issue mechanism. PDO is one of the issue mechanism of the government securities market. Then issue opening, grooming, gradual, switching, and finally actioning. These are the things are discussed in the chapter very briefly. So finally we give a conclusion in the financial markets one. We seen about the meaning of financial market, then capital market, then money market. In financial market, the capital market and money markets are the main components of the financial markets. Anyway, the capital market and also money market, both of them play a very crucial and important significant role in the financial markets. Okay, students, now we discussed about some textbook in this lesson in our textbook CCA questions. First question is, the money invested in the call money market provides high liquidity with dash. The options are low profitability, high profitability, limited profitability, medium profitability. Any guesses? Yes, you are correct. The answer is option A, low profitability. Then next question, a major player in the money market is dash. A major player in the money market is the dash. A, commercial bank, B, Reserve Bank of India, C, State Bank of India, D, Central Bank. Anybody guess? Yes, you are correct. The answer is option A, commercial bank. The major player in the money market is commercial bank. Then next question, money market provides dash. A, medium term funds, B, short term funds, C, long term funds, D, shares. I think somebody guessed correctly. Yes, you are correct. The answer is option B, short term funds. Money market provides short term funds. Then next one is, money market institutions are A, investment houses, B, mortgage banks, C, Reserve Bank of India, D, commercial banks and discount houses. Anybody answer it? Yes, correct answer is option D, commercial banks and discount houses. Money market institutions are commercial banks and discount houses. The last one is, government securities are issued by agencies such as central government, state governments, semi-government authorities, all of the above. Anybody guess? Correct. The answer is all of the above. Thank you.